diagrams. How does that sound? Okay. Starter. Put in the circles multiples of 3 outside the circle if it not. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Anything else? Or is that it? That's it. So 2, 5, 7, 8, and 11. Okay, this time you have 2 circles. 10 times table, more than 50. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well done. And what would it be if you summarized it down to how many is in each region? So how many in the left, how many in the right, how many in the middle, and how many outside? That is it. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so they did this one. They simplified it down to how many? And so how do we do this? And do these people in the middle have a tablet? That's it. Let's see. Either a mobile phone or a tablet. So not both a mobile phone and a tablet. Either or. Mm-hmm. Yes, and I think it includes the 8. So I think it will be 12 plus the 4 plus the 8 as well. So what is 12 plus 8 plus 4? Yes, and so either one or the other I think includes both. What's probably the person who's random has a tablet and a mobile phone. So how many people have a tablet and mobile phone? And so as a probability, you have to say 8 out of how many? Yes. So it's that many out of the total. D. Uh, 4 out of 25. That is it. So didn't count. The A2 have both. So let's see. So we said 12, 24, 8 over 25, 4 over 25. Actually, didn't count both. 12, 24, 8 over 25, 4 over 25. She has missed out the people who have mobile phones and tablets. So it should be 20. Any questions there? That's good. This one's okay. Let's try. So what is the probability that a person does yoga? So there's 53 people, gym members. What's the probability that someone selected at random does yoga? So it's out of 53. Do these 7 people do yoga? Yes, 25 out of 53, 25 out of 53. And let's see, this one's okay. That's easy. Okay, this time you're given a blank. Wait, so what do you give yourself for that stuff? X a half or a tick? And so that's, this time we have to make the Venn diagram ourselves. So how do we do this? So what do I do with 70? The left one? Okay. And so how many people did track all together? But this one says it's 70. So how can we make it so it's 70 and not 90? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Very good. And so where it goes to 50? Nope. In the track. So how many people is a track now? Yes, and that's what it says. And so the way you do these, the easiest way is to start from the middle and then work your way out. So we did that one. We did the 20. And so what is left? So where does that go? Mm-hmm. And so what's missing? How do we get that? Very good. It has to add up to 200. So that would be 60 and then it'd add up to 200. Yes. So start from the middle and work your way out. Any questions there? Okay. Let's try this one. Very good. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because Spain now has 15. Is that full marks? Very good. They have to add up to 40 and so 15 on the outside. Very good. I'll just bring those back. Okay. 10, 10, 5 and 15. 3 marks. Okay, what does this thing? Okay, how do we do this? Okay. Mm-hmm. On the right side, it says here 3 said they like only pop. For which one? No. 3 said they like only pop. So this one here is only pop, not rock as well. And so this one will be 3. So what would this one be? Yeah, very good. Okay, that's good for that one. Okay, how would we start this one? Just the first one. just put this information into the diagram. Very good. Very good. And so, how many people like science according to our diagram? And so it needs to just add up to 33. Yes. And so how about the other one? Very good. 73 and 10. So you have to subtract those when you're doing it. Okay, this time you've got 3 circles. How do we do this? Abseiling and cycling. So abseiling and cycling. Okay. Okay. Oh, hang on. So it says 36 did cycling altogether. What do these two add up to? And so the problem is we didn't start from the very center. So you start from the very middle and then you work next 3 out and then next 3 out. Or you can do outside at any time if you know it. So 14 goes in the very middle. So we said 24 did sailing and cycling all together. And so what would be for sailing and cycling? Yes, so they add up to it all together. Okay, what's the next one? So cycling is 7, so they add up to 36. Hang on. So 14 plus 7, 7, 14, 21. Plus 10 is 31. So 31 plus what makes 36? Yeah. So it's not 7, it's 5. Okay. Okay, what next? So maybe it would be better if they said 6 did just abseiling and nothing else. So which is just abseiling and no other sport? So is it the top or bottom? Yeah, so this one is 6, meaning they did abseiling and just abseiling. And then 38 did abseiling altogether. Um, 38 people if you added them all up. So abseiling is this whole circle. And so that should be, so that's like they did all 3. They did abseiling and cycling. They did abseiling and sailing. They did abseiling only. These have to add up to 38 people. So this adds up to 7, 14, 21, 27. So that's 11. Okay, we've got one left. How do we get that? Yeah. And what would you do once you add them all up? That's it. And so it turns out it is 31. I think you'd be okay for that last bit. So let's see. So 10, 5, 14, 7, 11, 6, and 6. Yeah. And yeah, you would have gotten 31. They add up to 59, is it? Yeah. Okay. Any questions about that? Okay. So this one, how would you start this one? Yeah, so what type of Venn diagram are you drawing this time? Yes. So it's going to be 3. And how would we start this one? Very good. No, I'll. So 19 goes in the very middle. Okay. That's a good start. Okay. So 16 people like tea and coffee but do not like milk. So I think it's just 16, is it? 16 people like, hang on, 16 people like tea and coffee but do not like milk. I think it's just 16 because these 19 include milk. They like milk. So I think it's just a separate thing. So what is the next one? And so do these 19 people in the middle like coffee and milk? And so what do you have to do there? Yeah. And so, yes. So how about the next one? Very good. And then you just go from there. That's just the bit I wanted to check. Or I suppose, how would you do the coffee bit? 40 people like coffee? Yes. So I think you're good for the rest of that. Any questions about that one? Okay. So now we're going to use a 3 diagram one. So this is chocolates, milk, dark and white chocolate. Okay, how do we do this one? Okay, B. Hang on. So that was 10, 20. I think it's 25 people, is it? Oh, sorry, there's 4 on the outside. So that's 10, it's 20, yeah, 30. Sorry, how many like milk chocolate? Do these people like milk chocolate? It's 19. White and dark. So white and dark, how did you get 10? So they have to like, so these two like milk and dark, but they don't like white. So you want how many people liked white and dark chocolate? No. So it's just 4. So these like milk and dark. Yeah. So on this. Okay. Question D. Milk chocolate wasn't 8. Sorry, what was it? Yeah. Probably. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Which 4 did you lose? This one. They like dark chocolate only. They don't like milk. They don't like white. I think it's just 1. 1 out of 30. And the last one. And probability. Yeah, that's it. And let's see. So 30, 90, and 4. 30, 90, and 4. 19, 3, 2, 1, and 4. That's it. Yes. Any questions about that one? So that's practicing putting those in. Okay, so what do you give yourself for that probability stuff? X, a half, or tick? Okay, it's good. Okay, so now we're going to, they use different notation for it. So it's just one letter instead of having to have a whole sentence. So both A and B is this one, A and B. So they call it the intersection. A and B, fish and chips. It's like and. Both A and B is this section. It's in both A and B. This one is either or, and this is union. A-U-B for union. So wedding rings, union, it's everything in A, everything in B. And then the complement of A, it basically means not A. So they use this notation dash. So A dash. If you give someone a compliment, now if you say someone is dashing, you're giving them a compliment. I'm not dashing. So A dash is not A. So everything except A. Okay, so what regions are in set? Now let me come back to that in a second. Okay, let's try this one. So question A and B. What is that? And so what numbers is it? Is there one more? Yes, 2, 4, and 6 is in both A and B. And then how about question D underneath it? A union B. So, do you remember union? So, union is either A or B or both. So that's the wedding rings. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes, and you don't count the same one twice, which you didn't. Yes, so A and B is fish and chips, that's both and then D 1, 2, 0, 5, 6, 8, 10, 12. That is either A or B or both. Okay, shade the region. Yes, so that's going to be the middle. And then how about this one? Yes, just you don't include the outside. That's it. So that's that. Great. I'm going to get rid of these. This one we don't need to worry about. So this one has slightly different notation. This one here, this swirly E is the universal set, the set of all possible elements. And so that's like everything, all the possible things. This one is the null set or the empty set. There's nothing in it. So what is this one up the top right? And how did you get 3? Is 2 in A? 2 out of 9. That's it. 2 out of 9. So you got 6 and 9 there. What would be the top one? So how many odd numbers are there that are less than 30? So half of all numbers are odd. So how many odd numbers are less than 30. Half of all numbers are odd. So it'll be half of 30. Yes. So 8 out of 15. It's a weird one. Wait, they're saying 7 out of 15. Was there the same number twice? Yes, 15 was in both, and so we don't use the same number twice. 7 out of 15. Okay. What is this one up the top? So 1 out of, and it's even numbers between 1 and 25. I think it would be like half of 24. Believe so. 1 out of 12. And that is, where's it got? 1 out of 12. That's it. Let's see. So this one. So let's just ignore that one there. Let's do this one. Put these into the Venn diagram. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Is that everything? And so we have 3, 4, 7 on the outside, 6, 9, 2, 1, 5, 8. Great, that's good. Let's see. I think this is going to be the same thing. I think that's going to be okay. And then this time we have, we'll try this one, I think. Okay, how about this one? Okay. For B and C 20. Okay. So we did that in the very middle. So what do we do with the 2 in A? So that goes there, 2. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I think so. So you've got 2 regions. Yeah, we had 2 empty regions. Oh, we forgot the outside. So what will... So we have 2. So 12. So 4, 12, 16, 24. 4, 12, 16, 24. Great. So you start from the very middle, work your way out. Any questions there? Okay. Let's see this one. So that's a 3-way one. We're okay for those. This is a given type. We don't need to worry about that. And don't need to worry about that. And so I just want to see what's these ones are. So that one's okay. We did these. Yeah. Aha, so this little thing here. So this one here, E means is an element of. So it's in that. So for question B, let's just do this. So what is A? So A is positive even numbers less than 10. So even numbers? Yeah. 6, 8, smaller than 10. So then question B part 1. It's true. Yeah. And then we're okay. Yeah, so 6 is an element of A. Yeah, because it's right there. That's it. Okay. Just want to take a look at this one. So this one, write all the elements of Q. Yes. And 1. And what does this mean? That means that's the universal set. So that is all of the elements. So that would be every single number that's there. On the inside, on the outside, everywhere. For this one, let's say for B, what is this one? And so that is, yeah, so B would be 1 and 9. How about question C? Any idea about that one? Yeah, anything else? Yes, so everything that is not in that one. 12, 6, 2, 10. And that's good. That's good. Let's see this one. Probability, that's okay. Did it? Okay. So what would be question A for this one? The probability of X. I don't think you have to add them up. It's just what a 12-sided dice can land on. So what's the probability it lands on something for X? 5 out of 12. That's it. How about probability of Y? How about question C? Very good. That's it. And so, yeah, and let's just see. So that was similar. Draw a Venn diagram. So we did everything in Venn diagrams. Yeah, how was that for you, Carlos? And so intersection, union, yeah. So anything in particular you want to do next time, or should I pick? Okay. And any questions for me in general? Well done, Carlos. You did great. And I look forward to chatting again next week. All right. Have a good week. Goodbye.